Good morning, everyone. This is day one of the 3-day refresh, and I just kind of wanted to give you an idea of what my day is starting off like. It's recommended you start with 8 ounces of water, which I normally do anyway. And then for breakfast, I get to have a fruit option, and bananas are on the approved fruit list. And then I will follow up with my shake, which I was just about to make, but I wanted to kind of show you first. This is the Cafe Latte Shakeology. And because there is no dairy and no meat for the next 3 days, I'll be mixing it with almond milk, which I normally do anyway. Or sometimes I'll just use water in my shake. And then I will have 2 cups of black coffee, because coffee is allowed, but because there is no dairy, you just don't add your, you just don't add the creamer. And then mid-morning, I will have my fiber sweep drink. And if you've been doing any research on the 3-day refresh, you've probably read a lot about it, but I do know a trick to get that down without it being too miserable. So this is breakfast day 1. Wish me luck. Okay, so it's time for fiber sweep. It's 9:30. This is the mid-morning shake that you're supposed to have. It's not awesome, but there is a trick to it. So I'm just gonna show you how I do it that can help you feel successful in getting it down and following the program as you should. So you just take your fiber sweep, just stick it in your cup. All right, and it calls for 8 ounces of water. I have a 10 ounce, bottled water that I'm gonna use. You stir it up real quick. Now, I'm telling you, you've gotta do this quick. Don't leave it in the water too long. Down the hatch. Okay. Woo! There is a bit of a lemon aftertaste if you drink it in the right amount of time. If you shake it too much, I have found, or leave it in the water too long, it'll start to swell, like the little fiber pieces will start to swell and get really clumpy. And it's not good. You will choke on it. So my advice, and this is how I'm gonna be doing it for the next 3 days, put it in the water, stir it really quick, and down the hatch. So 9:30, feeling good. Just finished my workout, which was the 10-minute abs from the Hammer and Chisel program. And I will check back in at lunchtime. It is 11 o'clock and I'm super hungry. I knew this was gonna happen because this is about a half an hour after the time that I normally would have my post-workout snack, which is like oatmeal and peanut butter and that kind of thing. But today I cannot, and I definitely don't want to cheat on day 1. That's just gonna set a tone. So I'm holding myself accountable by creating this video because I'm literally standing in front of my refrigerator wanting to rate it. But anyway, in about 45 minutes, I'm gonna have lunch. And with lunch comes the Vanilla Fresh, which is so awesome. I wish they had these available all the time because I love it. And I'm gonna have some veggies and some fruit with that. So it's gonna be a little more substantial than my breakfast this morning, and I'm looking forward to that. And of course, I've kept up with my water, and a testimony of that is how many trips to the bathroom I've made, which have been plenty. So that's good. Lots of water in, lots of water in. So yeah, I'll check back in with lunch and just pray for me. This is gonna be a tough day. And my kids have extracurriculars today. So I'm trying to like get through this and pray that I make it to bedtime at a reasonable hour tonight. Bye. I made it. It's noon, thank goodness. So now I'm having lunch, and I wanted to give you a little sneak peek into what lunch does consist of. Okay, so you have the Vanilla Fresh, which is super yummy. I'm just gonna mix it with water. It's so, so good. You don't even have to add anything to it. It is just good on its own. So for lunch, you get to have one of the veggie options, one of the healthy fat options, and one of the fruit options. So for me, I could eat avocado all day, but what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna have hummus and 5 carrots, 5 baby carrots specifically, and then you can have 12 medium-sized strawberries. That's my fruit of choice. I had a banana earlier today. Now, these strawberries were huge, and it calls for 12 medium-sized strawberries, so I just took like 9 of the super large strawberries that came in the package, and I just cut them up. So that's gonna fill me. I'm pretty excited about it. Plus I'm gonna continue my water, and then I'm gonna have a green tea with my snack, my mid-afternoon snack, a little later. So stay tuned. Here we go. It's 2 o'clock, so this is my mid-afternoon snack time, and I'm allotted 1 veggie from the list and a healthy fat. And I chose Roma tomatoes, which I buy from Costco. These Roma tomatoes. And I chose the extra light olive oil. And I'm serving it up the same way I would when I was living in Italy. We used to like make this as like a side dish all the time, but we would include some cheese because this is a non-dairy detox. Obviously, I'm not going to include the cheese, but it's just as good. I've made it like this before just to eat. I've also added some avocado to it. It's super, super good. So, oh, and I'm allowed any of the seasonings on the approved list at any time in any amount. So I'm going to use the Italian grinder, which if you follow me and know how I cook, I include that Italian grinder pretty much on every dish I make. So here's what I'm having for my mid-afternoon snack. This is Roma tomatoes with extra light olive oil, seasoned with the Italian grinder. And what's nice about that is I can season it as much or as little as I want. So that is my 2 o'clock mid-afternoon snack. I'm feeling pretty good. I am a little tired, but not as bad as I was the first time I did this. So we'll see how things look a little later. I'm gonna check in with dinner, and then we have football tonight and other extracurriculars going on. So I'll check in at dinner time and we'll see how things look in the morning. Bye. Yay, I made it. It's dinner time. Well, at least it will be at 5:30 when we go to eat. These are my options. So I chose the Vanilla Refresh, obviously, which means we are officially done. Day 1. Woo! There's day 2 and 3 right there, but day 1 is done. So I'll have a Vanilla Fresh. And then I get one of the dinner recipes. So if I turn, I'm going to be using this recipe right here. This is actually one that I do all the time on my own. So I'm cool with that. So I've got my asparagus ready. I'm going to slice up these raw almonds. I'm going to use the extra light olive oil again and some Himalayan pink salt. So day 1 will be in the books in about a half an hour, 5:30. Yay! I'm still drinking lots of water. I still feel good. I'm really glad I didn't go hard on my workout today. But we'll see what tomorrow brings. Yep, yep.